ang 4 rounds?
Alright, there you go. This is gonna be
这比亚，你准备好了吗？2月8号，我会时刻会有 KO 你。
Piala. Oh, he brought him down.
Narito na mga idol, at panoorin natin ang bakbakan sa pagitan ng ating kababayan na si Rodex Piala na may kartadang 10 panalo. Isa dito ang naipanalo niya via knockout at may isang talo. Kontra sa Chinese boxer na si Halahasi Layebeki na may kartadang 10 panalo. 7 dito ang naipanalo niya via knockouts at may 2 talo. Sa laban na ito ay dedepensahan ng Chinese boxer ang kanyang WBO Oriental Super Featherweight title at patutulugin daw niya ang Pinoy sa round 4.
Off, and I can remember that Layebeki told Piala to knock out in 4 rounds. Kaya kaha ang 4 rounds?
Alright, there you go.
Panoorin po natin ang kanilang naging bakbakan.
Laibike is the defending champion. He won that championship in July of last year with a 5th round knockout over the Filipino Virgen. Note that Jalhasi lost his first 2 fights, both on points, and then went on to win 10 in a row, including 7 by knockout. This guy is a robot-like punch. Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan. Now he's up against the hometown kid, Piala. He's known as a tank. He's lost only in Tokyo. That was in January of this year for the WBO Asia Pacific. On the attack is Yarjial in 11 fights. However, his punching power, very suspect. Piala scored only 1 knockout in Piala. Coming forward, charging in. Throwing punches from all angles. Coming closer, feinting. And there's a straight left hand coming from Piala. Fighting defensively, not able to launch any sort of... Connecting that time with the right to the body is Piala. Piala not launching any kind of firepower. It's been... That's the end of round number 1. Piala... Remember, Laibike, a very dangerous fighter, super featherweight division by the WBO. Watch him, 2-fisted fighter, throwing that. Again, there's that right hand, very active. Here's Piala. And for Piala to look too far for a target. Always coming forward. Here's Piala. That time, Laibike now cornering Piala. Piala from a very precarious situation in the corner. Piala Laibike looking very ferocious. He doesn't care if as much as he takes. There he is. And then it's a very stunning left straight. Packing a lot of... Piala weighing 100. Laibike lost his world ranking when he bowed to Laibike. Laibike has to feel the power of Piala, but Piala only 1 knockout win in 10 wins. 9 wins, he has won on points. Binukbukay sa... Piala trying to lunge in with that left jab, but here's Laibike once more on the hand. Show some lateral movement. He can't be a standing target for light straight towards you. So you need to use some side-to-side movement to throw him off. Movement. Piala has to go side to side. He's got to be busier. But Laibike shrugging off whatever Piala can give. And then came back to compile a winning streak that has fights. He has won twice in Thailand, once in area to establish his dominance. Nice right hand coming from Piala. But here, right hand coming from Laibike. And then the left. Some hard shots. Piala fighting back. Piala. That's the end of round number 3. And here it is. Round number 4 underway. Once more leading off with a right hand out of the southpaw stance. And here he goes. Piala's finding himself in the corner once more. Right hand by Piala. Side to side movement. Piala needs that to be able to fight. Breaking up the fighters. Piala not finding the mark. Just doesn't have the distance. Laibike just coming straight. Laibike is just a come forward type of fighter. And notice the way Laibike is more teeing off on Piala. On the right cheek of Laibike, owing to the left jabs of Piala. Laibike, he's muscular, and this round is coming to be able to take control of this fight, because right now and so far, Laibike score there by Laibike. Piala looks like he got hurt. Piala now fight, who's on top of him every second of this fight. The left straight. Again, he's moving close. Piala connecting with a 1-2. Piala not able to throw punches in. Remember, Laibike is now in the top 15 world rankings of the WBO, and Piala possibly bring him into the top 15. The bid of Virgel Vitor for the vacant WBO Oriental Super Featherweight Championship. But Laibike or Jerry Lahasi are in front of Piala once more. Back. What a fighting machine he is. Physically capable to go the distance. Piala. He's been able to fight in spurts, and he's been able to throw punches only when Lahasi allows him to throw those punches. And here he comes once more. Piala again reduced along the ropes. Laibike constantly on the attack. He doesn't stop. He's like a machine. No footwork coming from Piala. He's got to move. He's got to balance. Just missing with the right hand. He was looking around. Just missing Piala with the left hand. Oh, big right hand coming from Piala. The best punch of the fight so far for the Philippines. And here's another right hand coming from Piala. Piala now finding the weak. It's that left side of Jirya Lahasi going down, and that's why he's able to throw that right hand. Piala, now he's feeling that he can take this Chinese fighter. And now there's blood on his nose. There's blood on the Chinese's nose. Piala now on the attack. What a reversal here in round number 6. Has gained some ground here. Piala, his confidence up several notches after bloodying the nose of Jirya Lahasi. Piala now in the defensive. He's watching his timing. Left jab. He throws a right hand that missed. Now Mark as consistently as he did in the previous rounds. Again using that forearm. Now as much as he did in the previous rounds, there's blood coming out of that nose of Jiri Lahasi. And that is going to be a handicap. This is Piala's big chance. After a combination coming from Piala. Piala using some footwork that we noticed was not there in the previous rounds. A right hand coming from Piala. And then left jabs coming from Piala, and both fighters look at each other. Here we go once more. Very effectively. Right hand coming from Piala. And you also notice that Piala is now Laibike to slow down a little bit. But Jiri Lahasi back and coming forward. Piala throwing that left jab. Blood coming out of that nose of Jiri. Even from close distance. As Piala doing a good job of moving away. Missing with the left jab that time was Piala. Laibike. Left nostril of Jiri Lahasi. He into this fight, roaring at every punch, roaring at every connection of both these fighters. Just missing that jig in. And once more the left hand coming from Piala. He's wiping the blood from his nose, and that takes away from his timing. And look at the way Jiri Lahasi 18-foot ring. We call it the squared circle. Ordinarily in World Championship fights, 20 by 20 foot ring. Here, we're using an 18 by 18 ring. And fighters who don't use too much footwork. Piala now from those lunges of Jiri Lahasi. He connected that time with the right hand. This fight predicted he would win by knockout. Well, we're now in round number 9. What a courageous stand here before. And there's more blood coming out of the nose of Eating is hampered. Blood is clogging up his left nostril. Fight. The kind of footwork that you need to beat a plotter like Laibike. But Jiri Lahasi is right there, still in front. He dominated the first 5 rounds. At starting the 6th round, things change. You know, the blood is not obstructing his vision. They wipe the blood off, and it's back to action of Jiri Lahasi. He dodges the lunge, and then he comes striking back with his counter combination. And that's been working here for Piala. Connected by Jiri Lahasi. This Chinese fighter is not giving up. Bloody nose and all. See, we've seen it. Thrown at Piala at least 3 times in this fight. That's the end of the round. And we are scheduled for 12. And here we go. Jiri Lahasi bringing down his right hand, and that might be a sign that he's slowing down. Jiri Lahasi from the start, then things turned around in round number 6. On the attack, and he's connecting with those combinations, but Jiri Lahasi now but then Laibike is right back. This Chinese fighter And we call. But Piala, on the other hand, Piala looks like he's got flowing out of the nose of Yirjilahasi. Good side-to-side movement there. When Piala is standing, feet on the ground without movement. Yirjilahasi Layabike. The fight. Right hand, the left hand coming from Piala. And then he moves away. And that's the way, using footwork, lateral movement. Shots to the body there by Piala. And then he connects with the left jab. That one, and giving him some pace. End of round number 10. What a good fight. Second to the last round of this 12-round encounter. It's been quite. Yirjilahasi fighting with a handicap starting from round number 6. Piala, there's a combination coming from Piala. And as we mentioned, starting the 6th round, Piala has gained in confidence. Coming from Piala. Right hand from Piala. Piala with the left hand. And more punches coming from Piala. The mouth of Gian's nose. Piala countering so well, moving around the ring. And that's the recipe. A good tactical adjustment on the part of Piala. But look at this Chinese fighter. He just keeps coming in. He's bloodied, but he's unbowed. And looks like Yirjilahasi right hand coming from Piala. That defense by bit. And the timing of Piala, you'll hear it in a bit. The slug away. There it is. There's a 10-second clapper. Punches in combination from close distance. And that's the end of round number 11. The last 3 minutes of this fight. It's very possible that whoever wins this last round could win the fight. So hold on to your seats. Piala connects out of that orthodox stance. And then the southpaw. Yirjilahasi giving chase. Yirjilahasi now not finding the mark. Look at the way Piala has been able to move away from that Lahasi. Yirjilahasi is chasing him down. But what an excellent footwork. And look at the combination. Piala. Oh, he brought him down. A knockdown has been scored by Piala. Bike has been knocked down in round number 12 turn of events. And now Piala can go for the finish. There's a lot of time left. More than a knockdown has been scored by P12. Who would have thought the first 5 rounds would suffer this kind of a finish? Reversal. Piala fighting before the home crowd. The timing has been perfect. On point for Piala. We mentioned to move away from the Chinese fighter. A right hand connected by Piala. In every punch, the WBO Oriental Super Featherweight Championship. But that belt is slowly slipping away from his waist. Piala for the Cebu fighter named that, now roaring. That knockdown in round number 12, that could seal the deal. And both the...
We go to the scorecards. Judge Noel Flores scores the bout 117-110. Judge Stefan Puerta scores it at 116-111. Judge Rafi Usumo scores it at 115-112. Your winner by a unanimous decision, Rodex Piala!
Matapos ang 12 rounds, ay idineklara panalo si Rodex Piala via unanimous decision at siya na ngayon ang WBO Oriental Super Featherweight Champion.